Hello everyone and welcome to the new QuickShot tournament for Evolve. I'm here with none the other SuperBadJuju.
Hey, what's going on?
And we've got JSMS playing on Hunters. This is the third game going up against Liar, who is playing for Reaver Fever. And we've got Bob going in on Distillery for the tiebreaker. And I'm really interested to see how this is going. I love how LV always takes Crow. He's definitely comfortable with that. So how do you think this is going to go?
It's Behemoth on PC, and typically Behemoth has a tough time, but I know Liar, can definitely hang on Behemoth, and if there's one map where I think that Behemoth can be decent, it is, in fact, Distillery. You have that cave up at the top, you have multiple buildings you can go into, and the relay fight, even for Behemoth, isn't too bad. Think about it. On relay, they set up at the main relay, the Tree of Life, as it's like to be called, which is in front of like the big building, and there's like one other spot, all of which, they do have some elevation, but not enough to stop Behemoth, in my opinion.
Definitely. I'm also interested to see what kind of feeding route he's going to be taking on Distillery, because there is a couple he can take. I mean, I just wonder whether he's going to go up to caves, he's going to go around down by stream. But I guess we will find out in quick time as he's moving in here, and the Hunters are going to be on that dropship coming in.
All right, so we're coming in right now, and let's see if he takes the quintessential feeding route that a lot of people tend to take on this map, which is you would head down this way and then up along the water, grabbing the little platypus-looking deals, cephalodons.
I don't know. They've all got a Don names, haven't they? But so he's going to be. I guess he's just going to be grabbing what he can. He's got a few mammoth birds here. I don't know why he was sneaking there. I mean, maybe he was just trying to avoid letting off birds so they don't get a complete, direct idea of where he is, because for all they know, he could have gone over to the right side of the map, although they do see his tracks.
Oop, there's the birds anyway.
Birds are there anyway, and Hunters, I'm assuming, have just come in, so pings are going to come out, and they are going to come quite quickly.
Let's go have a look at the Hunter side, see what they're doing. And so the pings did come out, and look, it looks like they're looping around on him. They're already moving to cut him off here, but do they have an outline on him? I can't see. Yep, they know where he's at, but they do not have the outline currently.
Yeah, so it's okay. You can still break line of sight of them, but I think there are. I'm not sure what that was. So yeah, so we are seeing some lasers and all sorts come in for Bob. Whether Liar can get around here. It's also quite cool to see that, as you were saying yesterday, that Bob was more of a favoured thing on console, as you can clearly see. It's actually coming on PC now as well.
I know, huh? Like, I have noticed that perception has been shifting around him since people have, started to really master his wombo combos that can bring someone from 100% down to flat out dead if done right.
Trying to get those stasis in, doesn't appear, but Dome does come down. I don't know about this situation, because he's got a little indoor area here. He can probably mitigate a little bit. I don't know if he's got. I don't think he hasn't got rock wall.
Oh, he's got the back room too. Look at this.
Yeah, so he's probably going to do just that. I mean, he's getting all these meats. They're letting him get all these meats, so he's getting just closer, everly closer to stage 2. In fact, by the looks of things, he is already ready for stage 2 anyway.
Yeah, he's got a great, a lot of feed in here, and they'd be crazy to come in here after him, in my opinion.
Definitely, he's going to be trying to move out here. I guess he's got some armor to work with, but they are depleting it pretty fast. So I'd be very careful if I was Liar. They have already depleted all of his armor, which means permanent damage from here on out.
I'm very surprised he came out of there. He had a big advantage in there, and I think if he'd stayed in there and really messed up Assault when he came in, he might have been able to hold his ground even without rock wall.
Definitely. I think he has realised now that, okay, I have got no armor. I better just make sure that I mitigate in this situation. His Dome's probably got not long left, so he's going to just sit in this back room, get a bit more armor on there, and now Dome does come down, so probably going to be looking for the stage, making sure he can get away as swiftly as possible.
And I gotta say, Behemoth losing, a bar and a half ain't a big deal. For all intents and purposes, that was a pretty neutral engagement.
Definitely. I mean, honestly, that's the one good thing with Bob, is you are just a tank. You just have that health to deal with. You have a lot of health to be able to give, I guess. Which is one thing you have to do as Hunters, make sure that you deplete it, but then again, he is a big target. So it looks like he's going to be going for the evolve in caves up here, which is not a sort of a quite a common area to be able to evolve.
It is. It kind of creates this big standoff, like you're a bank robber who just knocked over the bank and the cops are outside waiting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to be setting up out there. Although in comp, I do see teams get ballsy and come in the cave. So let's have a look at builds.
Definitely. Reich's already moving in here, trying to see if he can get him, but I don't think it's going to matter anyway, because I think Liar is probably going to look to head out the left side of the cave here. I don't think LV's dome would be ready yet if he makes a move now, but I think if he's staying here, then LV's probably going to look as literally the second he moves that cave out of that cave.
That dome just came up. He would have had to move right away. And what we're seeing, look at this, movement speed on everybody except for Jesus, who went capacity.
Yeah, quite important to take. I'm surprised, actually.
Yeah, he went reload, my bad.
Okay, well, that's different, I guess. I mean, movement speed is one thing, but, you know, I guess it's just so they can keep up with him, and I guess because Bob's perhaps, I don't know, well, actually, no, I was about to say he's a slower monster. No, he's actually pretty fast when he's moving along the ground.
Yeah.
But Dome does come down.
I'm surprised, you know, that he went movement speed on Behemoth there, but I understand. Look at this, just clobbered Jesus in the corner there. Jesus is down. If he were smart, he would just use that little armor he had to camp that, but we're going to see what happens here. Yeah, it looks like he's deciding too late that he's going to try and camp this. They are hammering in on him, though. That is real health damage we're seeing. But he is down in a place where Cerberus has difficulty seeing.
Definitely. He's got LV and going for the Fisher, and he does not quite get him down. Rogue is doing or Subaru is doing a good job of trying to keep him up, but then he's going to try and roll him, but he does manage to dodge over the top of him, but he's still pretty low. They did manage to get Jesus back up. They know LV is low, but they have managed to heal him up pretty good, and he's dodging around Liar as best as possible. But I think at this point, probably best to mitigate the rest of his dome. He has got the penalty. He hasn't taken a huge amount of damage as of yet, but he will if he continues to fight in this dome, and I think that's exactly what he's doing. But the problem is there isn't a lot of areas he can mitigate. Oh, actually, you haven't said that? No? Okay, well, dome comes down,
Talk
so that's
about
why.
Timing, huh?
Talk about timing, yeah.
But let's see if he can get away without taking too much damage on the escape. You know, that's one thing about Behemoth. Behemoth tends to take a lot of damage on the escape, but it looks like he did luck out there and get a good head start. They do see where he's going still, but he will have armor now, so it looks like he should be able to make it out of there. But he does have to watch his health. You know, Crow being on that team, he cannot get too low and rely on Behemoth's big armor pool to save him.
Definitely, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, but he's still, you know, quite away from stage 3. Probably find the Hunters will be able to get a dome on him before that time. Got Jesus moving in here with everything, and LV's probably going to be hanging around trying to see what is going on. But never mind, Bob's coming by. Liza's coming right back in, going to go ham on the medic. Trying to use a fish. Unfortunately, Jesus does come in with the shield straight away, so making sure that he's on point, and then LV's keeping those stasis on, make sure that they slow the hell, just slow him down in general.
So, what do you think of this build, man? You notice he skipped Rockwall entirely.
Yeah, I've noticed that with a lot of Behemoths now, that I think they just I think it's something that they're gonna do, but they don't do it until stage 3, because I find Bob has so much power when he finally gets that rock through at that rock wall at stage 3.
Yeah, well, here's my thing with Behemoth is a lot of the best Behemoth players I see, even though the rock wall's not reliable to stop people from defense and stuff like that, you know, it has holes in it sometimes, putting it up and beating someone to death inside of it is typically a pretty popular strategy and very effective.
I know, well, that's the thing, especially if you're good with that tongue grab, which unfortunately did not quite get right there. Yeah, you can just completely lock, you know, yourself off from the rest of the Hunters, and, you know, there's not a damn thing they can do about it. Shields and heals can't get through that. So, you know, it gives you a good opportunity to be able to quickly get down some Lava Bomb and some Fisher. But he's just trying to hold back Reich here, and not quite sure what he's doing. I guess he's trying to... He's just sort of mitigating around. I'm not sure what he's doing right here. I mean, he's still got a long way to go. Maybe he's actually trying to get them to dome him, so that he then can safely get to stage 3.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, that or he's just trying to force a K fight here. You know, trying to fight in his element. Because they're going to keep pressuring him. If he goes to stage 3, they're just going to retreat to the relay. So if he wants to get a good fight in a cave in his favor, he's going to have to bait them into it right now.
Yeah, that's something we did talk about, is sometimes it is quite wise to go in for that stage 2 fight and get more penalties. I mean, he's got 1 down on Jesus, which is going to be valuable to him, but I don't know, I think maybe 1 or 2 more could probably do him good, especially if they do go for the relay fight. I mean, the relay fight, I think as long as he's got his tongue grab on form, he should be okay when he actually gets to the relay, but that's all dependent, you know, and otherwise it can be quite hard on Distillery.
Agreed. Looks like he's got some... I can't tell. Yep, yeah, they are coming in after him. He had a good opportunity there to snag Reich. You see this? Reich's
Yeah,
separated from his
Reich's
team.
really getting some ballsy plays in here. He needs to get that damage down on him so that he's going to have to force Liar out of these caves, because you can see LV has not deployed that dome. I don't know whether that's because they don't want to fight in the caves or whether that's because he's still got a whole lot of armor, and, you know, trying to dome him when, you know, that he's still got a lot of armor is just going to waste the dome, really.
Sure.
So LV's just kind of hanging back, throwing Gobi in, making sure they know roughly where he is.
Yeah, it's quite the stalemate, you know, right in that area. And, you know, there's no doubt about it. When he gets out of this cave, he's going to get domed.
Definitely. Oh, but he's going to go for that stage 3.
bait.
Oh, no.
He's bait.
Okay, never mind. Yeah,
That's the thing you see now a lot. People baiting others with Evolve. They get the Evolve going, so everyone panics and runs in, and then they cancel it and wreck face.
So it's not a bad move right there, but I think he is going to go for that now. So it depends whether LV can get a dome here where there's no loops, and the best way of doing that is basically waiting until the monster actually comes out of the cave, or the other way is if you go right into the cave, which is a bit risky because then he'll be able to see the trap has moved in, and then he'll be able to get out on the other side of the cave. But I think Liar is onto what he's doing.
He skipped rock wall entirely, man. Look at that.
Oh, he actually did. I actually didn't see his ability set up. Wow.
Yeah. Hold on. Look at this. That's
wow.
Interesting, especially when you're that, you know, getting low on health. You would think that you would take that for that mitigation. What do you think?
I guess I don't know. It's different because I have to say, you know, having that rock wall up. Then again, he's got some powerful abilities because he's put them in all to his other abilities. I mean, I don't know. It depends how he goes really. As long as he gets that tongue grab and then quickly fishes and lava bombs, even though the shields might come in or heals might come in, it actually will still do a huge amount of damage.
See, this isn't a map that I associate, you know, needing 3 points in tongue grab. You know, I always feel like a 2-pointer will do it on this map. But then again, I'm not sure that a 1-point rock wall. I think actually, you know what? Yeah, I think a 1-point rock wall still would be worth it if you were to take a point out of tongue grab.
I don't know. I mean, I'm a fan of rock wall, but I find you have to have at least, in my opinion, you have to have at least 2 points in to be effective with it. Because unless you're in tight spaces like the caves he's in now, a 1-point rock wall, I just find it doesn't make a big enough wall to actually, you know, deal with it.
I'm talking more just from the purpose of having an extra damage dealing ability.
That's very true, actually. I did not think of that. You know, if you do get the rock wall on the actual player, then yeah, it does actually do extra damage. And again, another thing that we did talk about, the dome does come down. And we're going to have to see if Liar's going to be able to deal with this. His armor is pretty much depleted already, and they are going to be moving in. He's going to go ham onto Jesus, I would have said. Try and get Jesus down ASAP, and then I would have thought he's going to need LV down.
Does dodge the orbital. I mean, he's got that going for him at least. But he's in a tough area, you know. They're going to be able to jump from here to there, from here to there, from here to there, and really cause him some difficulties.
Definitely. I mean, that's the one problem with Bob. I mean, I think I've seen Bugsy, who plays for TPA, I believe. Anyway, he takes climb speed with Behemoth because that's the one disadvantage Bob has, is the fact that you can, if you get some high ground that you can just jump around over, it can be absolutely helpful, Bob. But never mind, he manages to get LV down, which is probably exactly what he wanted. But
I'm really surprised that he did. I don't know if, you know, maybe Jesus was laser cutting, trying to just go for the glory with those last couple bars of health, or what was going on. Did you see what was going on with Jesus back there?
I think Jesus probably, I don't know, maybe LV just got in a tough position. Maybe the shields just couldn't come in from that certain angle.
Maybe Jesus was down. When did he, no, never mind.
Jesus wasn't down.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah.
Maybe obviously the shields didn't come in. I think it's the fact that he was low health. Maybe you were right. They were just concentrating on the damage, thinking they were going to have him here. But, you know, never underestimate what's going to be going on. He's going to be eating right in front of this Sloth here. Sloth ain't going to be happy about that, but...
And you know, he's at the point now where them having Crow is going to really hurt him. You know, that's about, I don't know, what, 10 charge shots right there?
Yeah, I mean, that's actually quite true. I mean, that's one thing you got to think about. And Bob is not exactly a small target, so it isn't going to be hard for LV to be able to get those shots down, which is going to be a huge problem. So I think that penalty on LV is going to be important, because as soon as he goes in front of the fight, he is going to want to get LV down ASAP, because if LV stays up, then, you know, just hitting through his armor is going to be really bad. So he's going to be able to find this quite tough.
Yeah, I agree with you. There. And it would have to be like 10 charge shots to the stomach, I think, to really do it. But I mean, still, he's in the position where charge shots are really going to hurt him. I'd say it's probably about, I don't know, I'm going to go with 15 now after seeing that charge shot hit him. But still, he's in the position where those charge shots are going to make a big difference.
Speaking of which, he pulls in Reich. Reich does deploy his shield, making sure that nothing goes. It's not Reich, is it? Yeah, it is Reich. Sorry, I'm getting the point. But he's going to beat down on this relay, going to force the fight to him. he don't want to be going around where they are, so they're going to have to come around to him if he's going to want the fight. He's going to try and get some tongue grabs. Doesn't seem to be getting anything. I think he keeps pushing them back, and then he's going to go back to the relay, beat down on it. You know, he's going to make them try and work round to him, so that he doesn't have to come and fight in that area. But then again, he might actually have been forced by the hunters. Yeah, as you can clearly see, he's trying to get LV there. Jesus coming in with the pre-shield, making sure that LV does stay up, because that is going to be important, because Crow having that...
it's a tough call here. Who would you go for, man? You know, Jesus
I don't know.
or
It's hard to
LV?
say. Well, that's the thing, because, you know, you concentrate on LV, yeah, you might be getting away with the fact that, you know, your health is getting penetrated, but then you got the rest of the hunters being able to take down your armor, and you're going to get your health taken down anyway, but
And
it does
Jesus
appear...
is gonna protect him.
Yeah, I mean, it does appear that he's going to go full out on LV, and I think this is where Rock Wall would have come really useful, which is a big shame, to be honest, because he actually might have actually had some potential. But I think he's going to, even though the shield and heals are coming in, he's just going to go straight in on LV.
He does
and
have
never mind, he actually does get LV down, also comes in on the body, but he does get away. So that was important.
Reich's right on him, though. Look at this.
Reich's coming on and make sure he can get...
He's
get
not
that
letting
health
him up.
damage.
Yep, he's trying to get a little bit of damage on the escape there, and you know, all things considered, when you have that low health, I'd say he lost about 3/4 of a bar there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that probably is quite valuable to him, but now he did get that extra penalty on LV, which I think is going to be the main key for him to actually have a chance of winning this game, because you know, LV at this point has got a massive advantage. He's got, what, 2 and a bit bars to get through on Liar, which with Crow, you know, Crow's not stasis gun, getting that completely wrong. Long rifle, kinetic long rifle is just going to completely get through that really quickly. So if he can get out,
they move. They change where they're going to engage.
That's true.
Why do you
maybe
think they did that?
I don't know. Maybe they thought that perhaps actually that area was a better choice for them. Maybe it's just better for defending LV, because they know keeping LV alive in this situation is going to be really important. And Liar knows for a fact LV is.
You know what else too is I think it allows them to, so he can't try and force the relay down on them either.
Yes, definitely. I think I mean, although there's less high ground, it's more open, so that shields, as you can clearly see, can come in for LV. They just want to keep him alive, and you can see that.
He line of sighted himself. He line of sighted himself, and he paid the price for that.
Goes down.
See,
now
I don't know why he ran around that way. You know, like he totally. It's a great spot to juke, but at the same time, you know, he's an important person right now for them to have.
But Liar's got to move really quick. QuickShot, what, 40 seconds on the dropship. LV's going to be back in no time. Really, he needs to get now the penalties he needs to make sure that he can have a chance of winning this game. So he needs to eat up, which he has done, and he's going to come back in. He's got 30 seconds. He needs to take down anyone in 30 seconds, just so he can make sure that he's got, you know, he's definitely getting, you know, progressing and getting those penalties, so that when LV comes back in, he's actually made some progression.
Yeah, you know, he needs to land these tongue grabs. He keeps missing them. If he lands them, he has a good shot of actually still winning this. But he needs to land the tongue grabs, and I would like to see more sneak pounces. Someone said that in chat, and I do agree with them. I think more sneak pounces will work to his favor.
It's definitely something he should perhaps be looking for, but he needs to choose between. I think orbital's going to be coming in. Okay,
Was it
does
worth
do
it
a
to
little
kill
bit.
Jesus, though? That's the question.
I think he's almost there. Rock coming in. Okay, Jesus does come down. At this point, I would start running. Trapper's going to be coming right back in. LV is going to get that dome straight down on him if he doesn't move, which he is doing right now. He sees that dropship. He knows, nope, if I don't move now, then LV's going to be right on me. But they got more health down on him. So, you know, slowly but surely, although he got that sort of extra strike down on Jesus, he's got...
Say, this is our longest game yet.
It is indeed. And actually, although Liar's in a really tough situation here, I still think he could potentially do something. It's just every single time he goes back in now, he has got to work out how to take out LV fast.
Yes, he's got to take LV out, and he's got to look out for orbitals. But you know what? He has 2 strikes on the 2 most important people that he needs to take down right now.
Definitely, and I'm just going to be interested to see him. He needs to approach from an angle where, as he's getting towards them, LV can't get a few charge shots on him, because that's going to be the massive issue. I mean, LV sees him coming. Actually, he's trying to get those charge shots now, and he's slowly but surely getting through his health, getting down to almost a bar left. Stasis coming in. He's going to be trying to avoid him as much as possible.
If I were him, with the quick shot rule set, you know, with the way things are, I would actually just be trying to get those quick shots, those charge shots out, you know, no matter what. I wouldn't worry about juking. I just fire them off.
the thing is, even if he does get LV down, then, you know, he's going to be back in a minute. You know, the dropship's already on the timer again. He does get LV down again, so he knows what he's done. But the problem is, they just wrecked through his armor straight away anyway. You know, Reich's going to be coming after him, trying to make sure he can get
They're going
as much
to finish
health
it.
as possible.
They're going to
in
finish it.
for it. They're going in for that. Might be a risky move. No, but never mind. Actually, it does seem that Liar has been put under a lot of pressure here. They're going to get every little ounce of health they can off him and make sure that he gets back him off as much as possible, because, you know, now it's going to take him more time to get armor on, then more time to travel
20
back
seconds
to where
on the
they
drop
are.
ship.
And it's the thing,
2
and LV will be
shots
back
of
in.
health.
So did he actually gain anything from that? And, you know, if he's going in now, he might if he can get maybe a penalty down on the medic or something, then maybe he's gained something.
Unless he's able to take LV down instantly without LV getting a single shot on him, I think this is game for Liar here.
Definitely. I mean, as I said, I have seen it clutch with Wraith in a separate competitive game a while ago, in a situation like this. But with Bob, I think he's just too fat. Like he's a big target. He
won't be able to make the approach without taking that charge shot. He won't. You know, he would have needed to get. I mean, if he rushes to get in there while he's still dropping and catches him in midair or something, but outside of that.
Yeah, I mean,
there
LV
he
is
is.
in now. I think LV's just going to literally charge as soon as he sees sees him here. We'll have to see what he can do, but I think the charge shot's going to be coming in now. And
yep, there's one.
I think he's one. Only maybe 1 or 2 more, and he should be finished off.
There's 2. Oh, he just needs a tickle. He needs a tickle, but he has a hold of LV. He lost him. There's 3.
There we go.
Man. If he had got that tongue grab on him, you know, he actually had a good shot of still turning that around. If he had shut him down before that charge shot came out, he was literally at like 1 health back there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why Rockwall, as we were talking about, probably would have come in